So we just got here to Baton Rouge because we got the van working perfectly. We left Jackson, headed down to Baton Rouge last night, and here we are working like a charm.
Yep, we got some metered parking. We're gonna hang out for like an hour and a half here, see all the cool sights in Baton Rouge.
Here's an example of the houses that Micah wants me to buy her. Look at this thing. It's basically a huge castle.
I'm a castle kind of woman.
Micah thinks I'm boring sometimes because I'm not the biggest fan of museums and things like that, where you just go look at things and read things and just walk around very slowly in a circle. But I do like seeing cool buildings like this. Cool little structures like this one back here. I think it's super awesome. There's your building right there.
There's that building.
It's her house.
It's actually
her very own castle.
It's a Capitol building, not a house, but that's okay. I'll take it.
So what I meant when I said I'm not super into museums, I mean like lame museum. If it's the Smithsonian, that's obviously pretty cool. Or those museums where you can dig up dinosaurs and do cool stuff like that. But also, fuzzy trees like this, growing all kinds of moss and everything. I think that's pretty cool.
He means children's museums, you know, the ones where you can dig up the dinosaurs, you go shopping with your little shopping cart. Those are the ones he likes.
Simply because those are the most entertaining ones. Who doesn't want to dig up dinosaurs? Come on.
Here we are at the old governor's mansion, the most beautiful mansion here in Baton Rouge.
Wow, wow, wow.
3 wows. This house is so pretty. I love the big columns on it, the beautiful windows with the arches, all of like, just all of it is so pretty. Over there they have like a glass room that looks like maybe it was like a ballroom or something.
Yeah, this is Micah's jam. She loves this kind of stuff. All of these fancy pants houses and everything. She's a fancy pants woman. Look at those pants. So fancy.
Look, I feel like that spot right there should just be like a pretty little ballroom, you know? You get dressed in your nice little dresses, you go out for a dance.
Amazing! Because the thing about Micah, she's one of those women that if she was born in like the 1800s, she would have been serving those 12-course meals, wearing all those fancy corsets and all crazy things, and doing the vacuuming and the pearls and the necklaces and the high heels back in the 1800s, because she would have made the vacuum up just so she could vacuum in her pearls and high heels. That's what would have happened. Do you disagree?
No, I do not.
I don't know what it is about these trees. I just think they're so awesome. I just want one of these trees in my backyard.
They just look like they want to be climbed. They're so perfect.
Micah calls these
fuzzy trees
because of all the moss and everything growing on them, which really isn't moss. Maybe it is.
No, they look like tiny like bushes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like little bushes and things, and
Little
just
leaves.
there's some moss, I think, but mostly just fuzzy stuff. Baton Rouge has some cool buildings. Like this guy over here, this big old church. Yeah, I think this stuff is so cool. I don't know why, but awesome buildings, especially old buildings, just look super epic. That's why I'm so stoked to go to Europe.
Agreed. Europe is going to be the best. We are so much enjoying the US right now, but Europe is going to be a dream.
See, look at these old buildings. You just want to touch them and be like, man, that's some history right there. It's probably like had a battle here or something. Maybe not, because it's a church. And look, an awesome red door. Micah is not a big city girl, at least not as much as I am a city guy. I just love all of this, all of these buildings and everything. It's just so cool. Micah just wants to be on the farm.
Yes. Cities feel claustrophobic to me. I'm like, there are buildings on either side of me. I much prefer to be just out in nature, on a farm.
And that's the one we're going to, the Empire State Building. Except not, it just looks like it. There she is. Look at how nice this building is right there. What's it called, babe?
I have no idea. The Empire State Building of Baton Rouge.
We're still trying to figure out what this is. There's not a sign that we've seen, except I'm seeing one right here. So here we have the directory. These are basically our options. I'm thinking that this building is maybe the Pentagon Barracks or the state capitol. State capitol would make sense in my head. Oh, we don't really know. It's something. Micah did some investigating and found out.
You were right. It is Louisiana State Capitol.
So that was really quick, but that about wraps up everything almost that there is to see in Baton Rouge. We're gonna go see some old military equipment. Really, that's about it. We were walking and talking and Mike was telling me a little bit about how Texas is not as south as Louisiana is. Well, let me tell you, one great example of that is in Texas, we do not have Cajun fitness. If you wanna get fit and you wanna get Cajun, go to Cajun Fitness. And here we are at the Great Mississippi River. More like the Great Dirty River, because it's pretty dirty. It's pretty cool, it's pretty big. It's neat to see the Mississippi River. Everyone always talks about it.
I don't have much to say. It's kind of a really ugly river.
I'll tell you one thing you don't really learn about when learning about the Mississippi River is it is windy on this river. Might be huge, but it's also got some wind to it. All right, there's the USS Kidd. Big old warship military thing that's out of commission. Looks like you can do a tour on it. And that is all for our trip to Baton Rouge, and now we're off to New Orleans.